shot and killed while driving on I-70. The entire thing caught on another driver's dash cam video.
I just kind of realized there's flashes happening out the window. I was like, oh crap, that's gunshots.
Police are now looking for the homicide suspect who fled the scene.
Clearly, this is a tragic, senseless act of violence.
And a family in Adams County wants justice after their loved one was killed in a hit and run after falling off a scooter.
My son was somebody. He did have people who cared about him.
Plus, Colorado's getting a big shipment of monkeypox vaccines as demand increases.
We're grabbing vaccine as quickly as we can and pushing it out as fast as we can.
And good evening, and thank you for joining us for Denver 7 News at 5. I'm Ann Trujillo.
And I'm Shannon Ogden. Denver police tonight searching for a suspect who crashed a stolen car after shooting and killing a 31-year-old man driving on I-70 last night.
The entire shooting caught on video by another driver's dash cam. Denver 7's Patrick Perez spoke with a witness who says this shooting seemed random.
A 31-year-old man died Sunday night after what witnesses are calling a random road rage shooting.
The way that guy decided to randomly shoot at that guy, it didn't look super targeted.
Amin was driving west on I-70 near the Quebec and Northfield exit when he noticed a driver of this Dodge pickup truck tailgating him.
I just wanted to get out of his way because he was tailing super aggressively, but he ended up passing to the right of me.
That's when he then witnessed a driver tailgate this dark-colored Subaru in the lane next to his. And then he saw something he never expected.
I believed it was part of the music that I was hearing, and then after, I just kind of realized there's flashes happening out the window. I was like, oh crap, that's gunshots.
You can see and hear the driver of the pickup truck fire multiple shots into the Subaru in this video from Amin's dash cam. Denver police say the driver didn't make it. They identified him Monday afternoon as 31-year-old Kevin Piaskowski. Amin thought the driver had survived until he learned of his death Monday from police.
I'm just kind of like thinking about it a little bit, like I'm doing okay, I think, but at the same time, I am thinking about it.
The driver of the pickup truck eventually lost control during the shooting and crashed into a semi, causing another car to crash. Police say the driver ran from the scene. Now, investigators are hoping someone will come forward with information about this senseless and tragic shooting.
And that was Patrick Perez reporting. Now, Denver police say that wanted driver was in a stolen pickup truck and that there may have been others inside the truck. Thankfully, no one else was hurt in the shooting or crash.
Right now, westbound I-70 closed in Wheat Ridge as crews try to clear this large cement mixer now blocking the lanes. The truck blew a tire and overturned at I-70 and 32nd Avenue. Drivers okay. Now, this is a live look, though, at the backup right now. The CDOT expects the westbound lanes to be closed through evening rush as they try to clean that mess up.
And we are sad to report an 11-year-old girl with autism was found dead this morning in a Denver lake. The girl was reported missing early this morning in Denver's Sunnyside neighborhood near West 44th and Pecos, and her body was then found about 4 blocks away in Rocky Mountain Lake, and police tell us they do not suspect foul play.
The father in Adams County riding home from work this weekend when he was killed. His scooter hit by a driver who then took off.
Denver 7's Micah Smith spoke with the man's family, and they want the person who killed their son to be found.
Late Saturday night, 26-year-old Jonathan Michael Fanter was riding his scooter down Federal Boulevard on his way home from work.
He didn't even get all the way up to the light where he was supposed to stop complete before they hit him and then drug him for so long.
Fanter's stepmother, Brandy Manzi, and his father, Gregory Manzi, say it happened just yards away from their home. Fanter was taken to the hospital, where he died early Sunday morning.
I just want to know and let the public know that my son was somebody. He did have people who cared about him. He survived by a 2-year-old son.
According to Colorado State Patrol, the driver, who witnesses say was in a white Dodge Ram pickup truck, hit Fanter and drove away from the scene. Manzi says witnesses told him his son's helmet was stuck under the truck before the driver pulled over to get rid of it.
Somebody gave me my son's helmet, was found in the parking lot of the Advanced Auto Parts Zone next door to where I live. I contacted the State Patrol last night and told them about it.
Manzi says he's also hoping surveillance cameras can provide evidence.
I went to the corner where he was hit at, and I went to that tire shop and talked to the 2 gentlemen there. They said their camera's not working. Later here, I'm going to go to Advanced Auto Parts store.
Brandy and Greg Manzi say while State Patrol investigates, they are also canvassing the neighborhood, looking for anyone who knows who did this to their son.
I really don't think I could actually responsibly and respectfully lay my son down to rest without knowing who did this to him, so he can actually be at peace.
Reporting in Adams County, Micah Smith, Denver 7.
And tonight there will be a memorial for Jonathan at the site where he was killed. And if you have any information on this crash, State Patrol wants you to give them a call.
The Boulder County Sheriff's Office has arrested 3 people from New Mexico in connection with the death of a woman found on Flagstaff Mountain last weekend. James Moore has been charged with first-degree murder. Cody Horbeck charged with second-degree murder, and Ashley Provine charged as accessory to first-degree murder. All 3 are also facing aggravated robbery charges, and deputies are still looking for one remaining female suspect. The sheriff's office says the victims and the suspects knew one another. Alexis Baca is the victim here. Police are not revealing any details on how exactly they knew each other.
A police chief in Garfield County has been arrested for felony menacing. Newcastle Police Chief Tony Pagney was arrested on Friday and faces misdemeanor charges for harassment and prohibited use of weapons. Newcastle is just west of Glenwood Springs, and Chief Pagney was released on bond and is currently on administrative leave.
One of the world's most wanted terrorists tonight is dead. In 30 minutes, President Biden is expected to announce that top al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri has been killed in a U.S. airstrike in Afghanistan. Al-Zawahiri succeeded Osama bin Laden as the head of this terrorist group back in 2011. The White House sources tell ABC News there were no civilian casualties in the strike. Now, the president will announce that the successful strike, it'll be at 5:30. This is our time, and you can watch it live right here on Denver 7.
And President Biden is still testing positive for COVID-19. The president first tested positive about a week and a half ago and then tested positive again over the weekend. The White House says the president is experiencing no symptoms and will again isolate for the next 3 days. And today, New York City joined San Francisco in declaring a state of emergency for monkeypox. Now, here in Colorado, more vaccine will soon be on its way as demand continues to outpace supply. So far, more than 1,700 Coloradans have gotten their first dose. The federal government has allocated an additional 12,000 doses for Colorado that CDPHE will be getting soon.
I think we want everybody to know what to look for and what this is and be aware that it's happening. But this is not COVID. It's not so contagious that, you should be worried that walking by somebody in the grocery store is going to make you sick.
As of Friday, there have been 68 cases of monkeypox reported in our state so far.
What we're trying to do is create a welcoming environment.
Take a free ride.
I think that's fantastic. I think it's great.
Whether it's by bus or train, most rides won't cost you a dime this month.
We're going in depth on the state's push to get more people using public transportation.
They're at a point right now where they don't have enough ridership. They don't have enough customers to really even stay in business.
And a familiar face back in the field at Broncos training camp and ready to bounce back from his injuries.
Football brought me back to life. I'm grateful.
Warm weather sticks with us after highs in the 90s today through the rest of tonight, but we have good chances for rain showing up in the 7-day forecast, and I'll have that coming up.